So a little tutorial about how to sharpen a sword. The grinding stone has two sides, a rough one and a fine one. So you start with the rough one to set the correct angle. Put it on the edge of a table like this, and then you can start. The correct angle, be aware, the smaller the angle, the sharper it gets, but the faster the sharpness goes. So at the top, personally I think this is the best line for chopping, and for cutting this is the perfect line. So you start grinding like this, and then you turn it on a little bit like this, again like this, and then you turn it on like this. Then making it sharper, use some water, again the same angle like this, and then you turn it on a little bit like this. So you got the sharpness here and the point for chopping, because you've got much more energy. The longer the arm, the more energy you've got over here. Then if it starts getting sharper, rotate like this, but be aware that the angle stays the same, you see. So if I start doing this part, this should be very, very sharp, so I can cut, you know, with the thing. And the more I get here, you see, I change the angle a little bit more, because it stays sharper. An angle like this stays much more sharp than an angle like this. But like this, it's much more sharp, you know, to cut. So I start like this. Easy movements, not too much pressure. Not too pressure. You have to polish it. It's just like polishing, you see? Yeah, you do it like this. And the other side also the same. So you start with this angle, so the point stays sharper. Then you see, I change the angle like this. And then you polish. So from this angle again. Watch the angle, because that's very important. Watch the angle. And the other side. You see, angle like this stays more sharp. Like this, oh man, it's like just like being a doctor. You can even chop tomatoes with this. Just easy, take your time, take your time. You know, a good sharp sword, you don't have to cut through. You know, you don't have to put pressure to cut through. It finds its way inside of the flesh or paper, and you know, so when it's very sharp, you've got a different way of cutting. Okay, watch this. You know, now it looks very, 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 very good. So if it's not that sharp, you have to put pressure. If it's very sharp, it's going to fall inside of the paper. You see? It's going to fall inside of the paper. But also, if I fold it like this, you know, just a piece of paper like this, and I want to cut it like this. When it's not sharp, you will push it like this. When it's very sharp, it will fall into the paper, just like this. If you want to cut it through, just a little bit more pressure, and there you go. For a sword, it's more than enough.